set his stall out, and he's left himself on a 2-darter after 12, with Vander Ende nowhere to be seen.
140, Danny McQuarrie, 94. Game shot in the first leg.
Just like yesterday, hits the ground running. Zero drama, and I think this is the perfect time for him to be playing a game here. Game number 1.
Number 153.
However, this would be a big moment for Nichols to square this contest up at 2 apiece, and he's going to get a dart at double 18. And that would have been the highest finish of the group. The biggest checkout yesterday, the 141 of Jamie Kelling, and it looks like the bullseye is what's needed for Vander Ende here to move 3-1 to the good. Beautifully pinned, recovering well following the missed big number with dart 1. He moves 3-1 to the good.
Still alive. He's getting a match dart.
63.
But that was a nervy dart at double 19. The dart of a man who hasn't won for a few days. Nichols has one dart at double 16 to save it, a dart that he doesn't take.
38.
And so Vander Ende goes straight for the double 19 to get his first win since Wednesday afternoon, but he goes low on the big number. And so Nichols has an opportunity here with double 8 to take us all the way. He only needs the 1 dart. And now Dan has the darts to win this contest.
That wasn't just darts of a man trying to win a match. That was darts of a man trying to break a cycle.
Double 12 to complete a 4-3 win. And to get his first win since Wednesday. Double 6.
No score.
The pain, the agony continues. And it may well be compounded here. Because Nichols is going to get 2 in his hand at double 8. And now double 4 to nick it.
17.
But Vander Ende can go back to the start. The bittersweet irony of the hack dart into the single 13 means he can come back for the double 12. But back we go again. Here we go again.
Score.
I'm feeling it along with Dennis.
Nichols to eventually get the job done. And now he's missed a truckload at double to win the contest.
24.
His third time the charm for Vander Ende at double 12. Back for double 6 again. This time he finds. And at the third time of asking for the match, he wins. And for the third time since Wednesday, Dennis Vander Ende has won a match. A huge relief for the Dutchman as he gets the better of Dan Nichols by 4 legs to 3. A defeat that could be so costly in Nichols' assault for the top 2. And having got the break in leg 1, looks in a very good position to hold in leg 2.
165.
Again, spectacular scoring here from Ryan Branley. 12 darts in the first leg to leave tops. 12 darts
83.
in the second to leave tops. Elite power scoring. Elite finishing. Elite player.
So this to cross the finishing line and to put himself onto 10 points in the group. 16 leaves double 16. Double 8. And Ryan Branley moves on to 10 points in the group. He has a 4-point buffer from Dan Nichols in third spot. And this dream debut for this 16-year-old sensation shows no signs of stopping on Friday afternoon. He is deposed of a former weekly winner in Jamie Kelling by 4 legs to 2. And he's done it in some fashion. 94.48 the average. His first 3 legs won in that match in 15, 13 and 14. Montgomery sat poised for the break if this does not go and decides to change the tack. 12 for tops. Open bed. Great guide. But he cannot use it. And so Montgomery, who looked like a bystander in this leg, could well take it and get a break of throw and move 3-1 in front if he can take out the 78. If he can take out tops. And he
Game
duly
shot on the
obliges.
foreplay.
And that is a leg that is going to severely hurt Darren Barton. He's been broken, not just in terms of throw, but it could well be a break of his mental spirit. The anguish of the Scot. Is it going to be met with relief? Yes, it is.
Score.
Because that
Ross, you require 2.
could well signal that. 22 missed darts at a double in this game from Darren Barton. And once again, Ross Montgomery picks up the pieces. He moves on to 10 points in the group. He has a 4-point lead from Dan Nichols in 3rd position. And it looks like the top 2 are very well placed at the end of the first round of fixtures. This is how the game went from a statistical sense. And he's going to get 2 in his hand, a double 12. Sixers.
63.
Clips the wire and presents Nichols with a break opportunity here. Double 9.
52.
That's what he's looking at.
Ryan,
And double 9.
12.
He's unable to find. And so Branley will return. This
Game
time he
on the
pins
third
the double
day.
6
Ryan
to move 2-1 in front. 14 points from here to seal a 6th win in 7 games. And he could do so with a ton topper. But the tops goes just above the wire.
85.
Match saving shot. He's going to get 2 darts.
65.
He needs
Ryan,
more.
you require
And the likelihood
40.
is he's not going to be getting any more because Ryan's finishing has been faultless.
He has been faultless. And he is on the brink. Ryan Branley, the 16-year-old from Newcastle upon Tyne, is 1 game away from qualifying for finals night here at the Modus Super Series. He gets the better of Dan Nichols by 4 legs to 1. In terms of points, he can't be caught. The only metric now that could stop him is legs difference. 16. He's tops of Vander Ende to get the break and leave 3-1. And as you say, Matt, that first win is just giving him so much more confidence to move forward. It wasn't a great performance in that game against Dan Nichols, but just the release and the relief of just winning that first game has unlocked a new level to this man.
$100. Dennis, you require 20.
Double 10 to complete back-to-back wins for Dennis Vander Ende. A 4-1 success against Darren Barton means that he moves on to 4 points in this group, and suddenly a top 4 finish isn't out the equation for Dennis Vander Ende. It's been a fantastic Friday for him so far, an average of 92.32. 2 5s. But Kelling has one final reprieve.
Jamie requires 70.
You sense he cannot afford to miss this.
He's got 1 dart.
Game
And that's all he needs.
Jamie
The leg he was chasing. The leg he was just trying to cling on to any form of hope.
Jamie to throw
He got the hope when the mistake came from Ross Montgomery.
And so JK looking at 116.
100. Jamie rock 160.
He looked like he was destined for the trapdoor. But he could just keep himself in with a squeak as he fires home the tops for the first ton plus checkout of the day. And a win which just keeps JK in the equation, and it keeps Ross Montgomery lurking over his shoulder. He could have been on the hill with a victory in that game, but Jamie Kelling still not happy, still not overly pleased, but he'll take the points nonetheless. It just gives him a glimmer of hope in terms of qualification.
$100. Darren, you require 102.
We've already seen a 104 from Darren Barton.
Game
Add
shot
the
on
102
fifth
to the
leg.
column.
Darren
Darren Barton is stepping it up.
Bring out different emotions. Branley has left himself on 132 in case Barton doesn't take out this 90. And he's not going to even get a dart at the bullseye, so Branley will return to send himself through.
Well, I said when he's asked the biggest of
31.
questions, he comes up with the
Number
biggest of answers. This is
132.
an almighty question. Can he produce one of the best finishers of his game so far?
Bullseye. And
Game
Ryan Branley,
shot
the
and the
16-year-old
match.
sensation
Ryan
from
Branley.
Newcastle upon Tyne, has sealed his place into Saturday night's final on debut. Another dazzling teenage talent is living out his teenage dream on the Super Series stage.
Jamie required 146.
Chance to land a significant blow here. Jamie Kelling may stay there. Not surprised. A beautiful dart, a beautiful marker.
Game shot
And
on
a
the
big,
third
big
leg.
hammer blow. The
Jamie
man
Kelling.
who opened the group as the favourite hasn't had much go his own way,
Well,
but
against
now
Jamie
he's
to
starting
throw
to carve
first.
out a
Game
little
on.
bit of hope. A sizable win here in the legs column would really help his case. Rounds it down nicely. Leaves it as a possible two-darter. Leaves him plenty
60.
of routes and options.
Jamie require 100.
He may get two goes at it.
Beautiful dart. Tots for the match.
60.
The first darts
Danny
he's
require
missed at a double in this
150.
contest have been to win it. But Nichols hasn't got a 150 to save the game. No
96.
Hail Mary attempt from
Jamie
him.
require 40.
And so Kelling comes back. And this time makes no mistake on tops to seal a 4-0 success against Dan Nichols, which just keeps him in the equation. 8 points plus 1 in terms of leg difference. He's a couple of points behind Ross Montgomery, who is still to play in this round of fixtures. And so Montgomery, 2 more at double 2, but since this time he cannot miss. Into the madhouse.
No score. Dennis required 22.
We are seeing a lot of missed darts at a double.
Game shot on the fifth leg.
22
Dennis
points,
Vander
found with
Ende.
dart 22. Vander Ende breaks. He leads 3-2, the leg that
Sixth leg, it's
he
Dennis
had
to
no
throw
right
first.
whatsoever winning.
Game on.
Darts now to win this contest, and Montgomery can restore order. If he can find the target that Dennis has just missed. But he
One.
also has a mistake on that double.
Dennis required
8 match darts have
32.
come and gone for Vander Ende.
But he won't miss match dart number 9. And Dennis Vander Ende, with his third straight win of the day, having been winless on Thursday, he's been perfect on Friday, and suddenly the problems mount for Ross Montgomery. Statistically, that's how the game went. Look at the missed darts at a double. 22 for Vander Ende, 25 for Ross Montgomery. What can Nichols make of the 106? Still on, treble 17. Bullseye. Well, how ironic is that? They couldn't find a double in the first leg, and then Dan Nichols takes out the bullseye
Third
for
leg is
106
Dan to
finish
throw
in the
first.
second
Game
to move 2-0 to the good.
Aaron required 103.
Should get a dart. Does get a dart. And that's going to be a double top.
Game shot on
And
the fifth
that
leg.
is
Darren
a
Barton.
third ton plus checkout of the day for Darren
leg, it's
Barton.
Darren to
And
throw
those ton plus
first.
checkouts have been
Game
104, 102, and now 103. Triple 17 gives them a dart at bull to win it.
96. Danny required
Both players now
116.
have had a match dart.
Biggest shot of the week so far for Dan Nichols. He's going to get a dart.
80.
He's going to need
Darren
more.
required 25.
He needs to rely on Darren Barton fluffing his lines.
2 in his hand at double 8. And he only needs the one to seal a 14 darter in the decider. And Dan Nichols is out. He is gone. And so it means only Ross Montgomery and Jamie Kelling now can fight for that second position in this Group C. Dan Nichols had opportunity to keep himself in the equation, but he loses from 3-1 up.
A little bit cheeky.
Sense and sensibility. Convention and execution of the highest extreme from Ryan Branley. The 150 goes. An acknowledgement from Ross Montgomery in the background, who has missed 8 darts at a double in this contest and finds himself 2-0 behind. Double 12 for potential 11 darter. Double 6. Does not go. Ross Montgomery has missed 10 darts at a double in this contest. He couldn't sweep in again, could he? It was the 150 in the last leg. It's the 135 there. And Ryan Branley has picked Ross Montgomery's pocket again. The Scot can only acknowledge the sheer brilliance from Branley on the finishing.
He's got to get a shot first, though. Ross Montgomery on the Humphreys.
Double 12. And that would have been for one of his own. Well, it's been an exhibition of finishing from Ryan Branley, but has he saved the biggest finish for last? He could, you know. But the second treble goes a-begging.
105.
Well, Dennis Vander Ende has been on the tungsten tightrope all game long. He's evaded 11 bullets from Ross Montgomery. And eventually he's out. Montgomery eventually gets that leg on the board. It's a 14 darter. It's back to 3-1. But I bet for a moment his jaw hit the floor when Branley hit that first treble on the 170 combo. There's a possibility Jamie Kelling could be very hot on the heels of Ross Montgomery. That would have been for a third
92.
ton plus check out of the match, but he's left himself double 16 after 12. A really good performance, this.
Montgomery just needs to hit something, give himself some hope, just in case Ryan Branley does something he hasn't been doing, and that's miss doubles, miss opportunity.
180.
We may well be seeing a player eliminated from proceedings. Big timing there on the maximum. Speaking of timing,
180.
Jamie Kelling
110.
responds in kind. Oh no.
78.
Very, very nearly bad news there for Jamie Kelling and his supporters. Instead, 2 more darts, 2 more opportunities. But now his throw's in trouble. He's in big, big danger.
He knows how big that miss could well be. And how big in the end that miss was. Because Vander Ende has got the break. He leads 3-2. And Jamie Kelling has had the opportunities in this match to see it off. Potential 11 darter to win this game. Double 16. And he does not like it. Jamie doesn't like it. He could barely look.
34.
He could scarcely believe. But now he has his opportunity to put his own destiny into his own hands. He's seen Dennis Vander Ende miss match darts. He's now going to get match darts.
56.
But tops, sinks,
Dennis
low.
Requires 16.
Well, well, well. What an ending, what a game. And it's Dennis Vander Ende that ends up the victor. And for Jamie Kelling, he has to sit and wait. Ross Montgomery beats Dan Nichols. He is gone. This is how the game went from a statistical viewpoint. Dennis Vander Ende missing 13 darts at the double. Jamie Kelling missing a dart at double to win it.
140. Ross required 32. Game shot
13 darter is added to the pair of 15s. And Ross Montgomery, with a swashbuckling display, is a leg away from completing qualification through to the finals tomorrow night.
Keeps him hopeful.
Game shot.
Eliminate the hope at the moment. The
Dan
hope is with
Nichols.
Jamie Kelling. He's the man who will be stood in the back
Sick
room
against Dan
enjoying
to
what
throw
Dan
first.
Nichols is doing
Game.
and the fight that Dan Nichols is providing.
Triple 18. Would have given him a dart to the bullseye to a scented fruit.
55. Danny
Leaves himself on 68. And he now hopes that Nichols hasn't got the 157 and hasn't.
24.
Well, he's
Roger
already missed
require
3
68.
darts to qualify through. And Ross Montgomery's going to get 2 more in hand at double 4. And
Game
eventually,
shot
Ross, the
and the
boss,
match.
crosses the
Ross
finishing line.
Montgomery.
Ross Montgomery is through to Saturday night, but boy, did he make hard work of it. He had to work hard for that, and he knows that that could have been so much easier than what it ended up being. Oh, JK. Okay, JK.
Game shot on the first.
The 130 joins the
Jamie
116
Kelling.
and the 146 in his glistening collection of
Second against Jamie
finishes.
to throw first.
Kelling goes one up
Game.
and gets the break.
That'll frustrate him more than anything.
Next weekend after the Euro Tour, plenty going on in the world of darts. Kelling looking to set up for the match here. Does so superbly. Leaves himself on a double after 12. Has to go.
164.
2 trebles required, or these may be the last darts he gets to throw here on the Super Series stage this week.
78. Jamie require 32.
For the match, double 16. Seals the win for JK. It's a 13 darter to
Jamie
finish.
Kelling.
It was a decent performance to end. However, it will be a campaign of what might have been for Jamie Kelling. A 4-2 win against Darren Barton puts him on to 10 points. However, he is unable to make it through. Ross Montgomery sealed position number 2 in the previous game. Double 10. And Ryan Branley from Newcastle upon Tyne. Remember his name. A 16-year-old sensation with a darting world at his feet. And he has taken this competition by storm. He has won all 5 games on this Friday afternoon. His latest success, his final success, a 4-2 victory against the Dutchman Dennis Vander Ende.